True to his word, Vigo the Unholy returned to the world during the modern era by using the river of slime which flowed through the abandoned subway tunnels of New York City to location underneath the city's Museum of Art. There he was able to resurrect his spirit from the self-portrait head created over 300 years prior. The psychomagnetheric slime, which was powerful psychoreactive substance, boosted Vigo's powers and enabled him to channel people's negative emotions and use it to terrorize the city of New York. Initially, ranked as a Class 4 ghost, the slime boosted him to level 7, making him almost as strong as Gozer, granting him telekinesis, mind control and telepathy. He is Vigo. I don't care who he is. You're not going to take my baby. Although the slime granted Vigo enough power to manifest, he was not able to gain a purely physical form. And it was due to this limitation that Vigo manipulated the museum's curator into bringing him a baby that he could then possess. Had the Ghostbusters have not halted him during this stage, it's no doubt that Vigo would have been reborn into an unstoppable malevolent force. Attacking him with positively charged slime, the paranormal handymen were able to blast him back into the painting, completely draining Vigo both the powers he gained from the slime and his original abilities. By doing this, the group able to completely eradicate Vigo von Dutchendorf from the face of the earth, unintentionally redesigning the portrait into a hilarious image of the Ghostbusters as heavenly saints. On a mountain of skulls. In the castle of pain I sat a throne of blood. What was will be, what is, will be no more. Now is season of evil. Hey guys, what's happening? Neat here with Film Comics Explained in. Today we'll be exploring Vigo von Homer Dutchendorf, also known as Vigo the Carpathian, who was the main antagonist of the awesome Ghostbusters I starring Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramos, Sigourney Weaver, Ernie Hudson, Rick Moranis and the legendary German boxer, wrestler turned actor Wilhelm von Homburg who betrayed the sinister spirit. Born in 1505 AD, Vigo was raised within the Balkan kingdom of Carpathy, near the border of Italy, after rising to power by using brutal and oppressive tactics. Vigo ruled his homeland and later conquered the Romanian region of Moldova with iron fist, earning him the titles of Scourge of Carpathia and the Sorrow of Moldavia. History would remember him as a powerful magician, an intelligent genius, but also as an oppressive tyrant, an egotistical autocrat, psychopathic lunatic and a genocidal madman who committed numerous atrocities in his quest for ultimate power. As his failed deeds spread across the lands like a cancer, the people began giving him new titles to represent the dark path head began to take, ranging from Vigo, the cruel, the torturer, the despised to Vigo the unholy. In the months leading towards his death, Vigo used powerful dark magic to create a self-portrait of himself that retained his essence, hoping that this would enable him to reach immortality at some stage. Vigo finally died in the year 1610 at the unnatural age of 105 when his subjects rebelled, leading to Vigo being poisoned, shot, stabbed, hung, stretched, and disemboweled. To put this into perspective, the average life span in the 17th century was 35 years of age, which meant the sorcerer was able to extend Hi's lifespan to 3 times the natural length, and he would have likely been able to extend it further if it wasn't for the thorough execution he endured at the hands of his subjects. Following his decapitation, his head issued final prophecy before he died, stating death is but a door, time is but a window. I will be back. I also thought this had some similarities to the death of Gregory Rasputin, a Russian mystic, considered by many to be a sorcerer that had befriended Nicholas II, the last Tsar of Russia. Acting as healer for Nicholas and his family over many years, Rasputin was able to gain significant influence over the monarchy, which led to numerous attempts on his life. First stabbed numerous times by peasant and former priest named Gozer in 1914 outside his home in Pokrovskoye. Survived this encounter and was attacked once again, this time by a group of nobles led by Prince Felix Yusupov. Lured into Yusuf's home after midnight, Rasput was given tea and cake laced with cyanide, which miraculously had no effect on him. He was then given wine, which had also been poisoned, and after still showing no signs of distress, Yusupov shot him in the chest. Unfortunately, for the prince and his co-conspirators, when they'd returned to get rid of the body, Rasputin jumped up and attacked them prior to being shot and being dumped in the nearby river. I guess it comes as no surprise that during the interviews following the film's release, when asked to describe the film's main antagonist, Harold Ramos, co-wrote the script for Ghostbusters II, said to picture powerful incarnation of Rasputin who is joyless and specialized in the suffering of others, which is a pretty accurate description of Vigo who, unlike Rasputin, had no family or friends. Today, folks. Thanks to all of you guys who requested we take a look at Vigo the Cruel as featured in the Ghostbusters series. As always, it's been a pleasure. It here with Film and Comics Explained. Thanks for stopping by.
On a mountain of skulls in the castle of pain, I sat on a throne of blood. What was will be, what is will be no more. Now is the season of evil.